Hello and welcome to News First English. Israel's war against Hamas terror group has entered the 31st day, but there are no signs of it coming to an end anytime soon. But a month after the dastardly Hamas attack, in which more than 1,400 Israeli and some foreign citizens were killed, the victims' family are clearly unhappy and extremely angry over how Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has conducted the war. There have been massive protests against Netanyahu across Israel, and they have only grown bigger as days have passed. Family members of those killed or abducted by Hamas allege that Netanyahu has not participated in a single funeral, nor has he visited any of the families. Those who lost their family members in the Hamas attack are leading the anti-Netanyahu protest and have called for massive demonstration outside the Knesset on the night of November 7th. While the Israelis are of the opinion that Hamas should be eliminated, a large number of them argue that Netanyahu has blundered and failed to tackle the terrorist organization with an iron hand, resulting in the October 7 attack. Israeli police personnel, including those mounted on horses, clashed with a sea of protesters outside the residence of the Israeli Prime Minister in Jerusalem. The angry and livid protesters shouted slogans against Netanyahu and demanded his resignation over his alleged failure that led to the dastardly attack by Hamas on Israeli communities around the Gaza Strip. Hundreds of protesters also carried the blue and white Israeli national flag while they moved towards Netanyahu's residence in Jerusalem. While the police clashed with the protesters, a group of right-wing Israelis too joined them to stop the demonstration by left-wing groups. Netanyahu has so far not accepted any personal responsibility for Hamas attack on settlements in southern Israel on October 7. Tel Aviv is also a big center for the anti-Netanyahu protests. A poll by Israeli Channel 13 television released on November 4 revealed that 76% of Israelis wanted Netanyahu to resign immediately and 64% were of the opinion that there should be an election immediately after the war with Hamas is over. 44% of Israelis blamed Netanyahu for the Hamas attack, while 33% blamed the military chief of staff and senior IDF officials, and only 5% blamed the defense minister. Meanwhile, the Israeli army and air force are pounding the Gaza Strip and launching raids across the densely populated land to take out Hamas. The defense forces are also airdropping pamphlets and posters asking the civilians to leave the Gaza Strip before the planned full-scale ground assault. They have also appealed to the Gaza residents through audio announcements to leave the region and move to safer places.
هسه حاليا في كل منطقة الجبالية، كل الناس الموجودين في منطقة الجبالية مش بس فيكم. بدنا نعطي انذار قبل الوقت لكل الناس في المنطقة لتطلعوا بصورة آمنة إلى الجبال.
لكل جبالية.
كل جبالية، المعسكر، المدارس، كل جبالية.
أيوة. ماشي.
كل هاي المنطقة حتى المدارس راح يكونوا مكان غير آمن بالمرة.
كل القطاع يعني كل جبالية.
كل جبالية وحتى المدارس.
حتى المدارس. ماشي.
اوكي، عملوا الجهود لتطلعوا لمكان آمن أكثر لإلكم.
The Israeli army also released footage of Gaza residents moving to safer places. Israeli forces have been launching attacks on suspected Hamas bases and targets in Gaza. Violence has also erupted along Israel's northern boundary with Lebanon. The strikes on Gaza come as the Israeli Defense Force indicate that its troops were planning to enter Gaza in force perhaps within the next 48 hours. The chief of the General Staff, Lieutenant General Herzi Halevi, during a meeting in the Northern Command stated, "We have a clear goal of restoring a significantly better security situation at the borders, not only in the Gaza Strip. We have a very good understanding of the situation and hear a lot about the feelings among the residents of the north. We are ready to strike in the north at any moment." Thanks for watching the video. Do subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for alerts.